welcome back to part 3. Now we're going to have that discussion with the 3 of you about how you're giving back to society now, right? I think, Samuel, you talked about you wanted to be a musician and you wanted to be a soccer player, and then he realized, I'm not very good at soccer, I'm not very good at music, but you know what? I've been taking drugs for so long. I'm going to use what I'm good at and turn that into, a tool to help other people. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Actually, when you refer to this is the most exciting. I feel the most passionate about. Actually, previously we had a team meeting with my team in High Point. They were asking, because the big boss was asking, why do you choose to work here? So what is your goal and determination? I said actually I wanted to build myself, but I find that to build myself, actually building others, I think building others will help me build myself. I don't know whether it makes sense. When you build others, actually, you are actually building yourself.
Definitely.
So this is something that I'm very passionate about. So much so that in 2019, we formed a group called AIM Society, whereby we actually reach out to those people who have finished a program in halfway houses, in a halfway house. Previously, when you finish your program halfway house, bye-bye, go. Then that's it, no? But we realized that there are so much wastage. This group of people, they can be put into a very, very functionable role, and they can become a value add to society instead of always, receiving. So it's time to actually give back. And really, this group has been really amazing. Sometimes they come back to our halfway house to do volunteer work. Like the recent Christmas celebration, almost families alone, almost 30 families show up.
Wow.
We have about 80 of us that we are serving, right? And it's a growing community. But they are not only coming back for events, they also, some of them will go with me to the DRC drug center on Fridays to share their recovery message to the inmates. These are the positive things that came from it. And then, let's say we have one member in our group who relapsed. We are not going to condemn, you take drug, you're wrong. What we do is that one or two of them or us will actually sit down with that person and iron out the difficulty that he faced. And then I think in this way we have helped about 3 persons who have recently relapsed and now gone back to okay with their family. Glad to say right now we have 4 social peer support specialists that go in with us into the prison.
Popo, how have you been giving back to people? How have you been sharing your experiences with other people?
I think the way that I can actually give back to people, right, is to show people that, like, they're not alone. As in, like, there are a lot of addicts out there. Probably addicts watching this, they think that they're all alone, nobody cares about them, nobody loves them. But I think what I can do to contribute is to show them that, like, hey, I'm also out there, going through the same stuff as you, and you're not alone. Or basically, I feel like the feeling of being alone, especially when you're in this circle, you just feel like the whole world is out there to hurt you and like just do harm to you. I feel like just to know that there is someone else out there who's going through the same stuff as you is something else, because that's something that I felt when I was, like, on drugs and stuff. I feel like nobody loves me. I'm the worst person in the whole world. I'm all alone. Everybody's out there to hurt me. My mother wants to pauto me. My sister wants to pauto me. Everybody just wants to pauto me. I'm going to go back into jail and things like that. Yeah.
And actually on the flip side for me, because I've had a partner who was an addict, just being in a group of partners of addicts was a very powerful experience for me, because then I got to seek help as a partner of someone. So I can see, and I felt very strongly about the people that came out to talk and to be advocates, right? Because I didn't dare do that myself. I was like, I'm putting my partner's identity on the line, on all those things. But I think all of you coming out to do that is very brave. It's not easy. What does that feel like, Bruce or Popo or Samuel, to come out beyond, I'm sure you wave, there are layers, right? There's you coming out, there's you, your family, your identity, your experience, the judgment, everything. We're painting a rosy picture. It's not easy.
I guess it's not for altruistic reasons. It is not totally for the benefit of others. It is also for our benefit. Because each time when I go out to share, it is also a reminder to myself that, hey, Bruce, all right, this is what you're going to get yourself into if you go back to drugs. All right. Of course, coming out in the open and being very vulnerable to the public is not an easy step to take. It's definitely not an easy step to take. But I chose this path is because I honestly don't want anybody to go through the things that I have been through.
Yeah.
It is just think, to waste most of your life away in either the bondage of drugs, gangs, or prison. I mean,
Yeah.
what sort of life is that?
But did you, and all three of you, this is open to all of you, did you at any point ever worry about being judged?
Me?
Yeah.
At my age?
I mean,
on-
any age.
Okay. Maybe in my younger years, yes. But this time round, when I've decided to go on a straight and narrow, I decided to use my life as an example to others so that they can see hope. Because for a lot of ex-offenders, why they go back is because they don't see hope. They feel that they have no hope. They're hopeless.
Yeah.
Myself, Samuel, and Popo, we want to be a beacon of light for those who are inside prison, to tell them, hey, if I can do it, so can you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right? The path is not going to be easy, but hey, life is never easy.
What is something that you want ex-offenders to know about life after prison?
Okay, so I want you all to know that like we all have it hard. It's the same. That means like for him, for me, the addiction is a real thing. That means we feel it just as hard as you. It's not like he's so special, so he doesn't feel that like, wow, that shock feeling, thinking about it and stuff like that. We all feel it, but it is possible. It is very possible to come to a state where we are doing better in our life and pushing all these things away. And the benefit of that is that we get our relationships back. We can be a good son. We can be a good father. We can be a good everything if we trade those off lah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's possible. Just remember that we all have it hard. The same heart as you.
Thank you, Popo. Bruce, is there anything you would like, ex-offenders to really understand about life after prison? Is it a difficult journey? Is it a rosy picture?
You know what, guys? Life is never easy, all right? But if you so decide to change, what I can guarantee you is your life is going to be so much more beautiful than what it was. Guarantee.
Okay, thank you very much. Samuel, what about you? Are there any difficulties about life after prison that we really do need to be aware of?
Just remember that there is hope. If you run on empty tank, it's going to be quite difficult. Empty tank meaning if you just want to propel your recovery journey by yourself without any input. Some of us have spiritual, divine intervention. Some of us as peer to come and support us. Any tool that you can get yourself, because like what Bruce said is, if you ask me today, do I want to go back to a life of addiction, I will tell you definitely no. It's a wonderful and a beautiful life.
Don't be afraid. I repeat, don't be afraid to ask for help.
We won't bottle you, don't worry. We won't bottle you.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for sharing your heart and your experiences, your stories, and being that beacon, like what you were saying, for someone else, because I hope someone else, even if it's just one person, I hope that their whole perspective changes because of this and they know that there is help out there. I'm totally humbled by this conversation. And if you're an ex-offender out there and you're looking for help, remember there are hotlines available, there is help available, there are different organizations that are there to help you. And of course, our three guests have all already agreed to help. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to comment, please feel free to comment in the comment section. If you like the video, don't forget to share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. We also have our digital NFTs that are still available, so check that out. And we will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.